Hey, praise God, good people, praise God. I'm kind of tired, man, but I got to get this work in. I want to reach out to some of you poor people, some of you mothers, who trying to find your way, who's struggling, especially some of the ones that's in these housing authorities in the urban parts of the city, who going through different changes and don't understand what's going on. Sometimes you getting information, from some of the different programs and you being misinformed. Sometimes you being misinformed intentionally, and sometimes people just telling you things because they don't know. So I want to share some things that I'm going through, as well. And right now, man, it's a very, very painful thing because physical pain. Because like I said, I've been doing exertion, man, because of the different changes I've been going through. But I want you to understand that you do have rights, that the system does protect you, but no one is going to hold your hand. They want to. They put it there out there for you. It's your job to find out. What I also found out that the bottom line is, man, whether it's politicians or regardless of what it is, it's all about the money from the federal government. And so they set up the rules to protect you. But if you don't figure it out, it's on you. That's how they look at it. Yes. But there's so much stuff you have to shuffle through. No one is going to make it easy for you. But it's a thing called affirmative action. Yes, it's a thing called affirmative action. And what that is an active effort to improve education, employment, and other opportunities for people who have been discriminated against, because of their religion, their race, their income, their disability, and even their sexual orientation. So this is what you need to know. See, this is an active effort to protect you if you learn the rights of how to protect yourself. Once again, you have several different agencies, especially if you're in the housing authority in urban parts of the city, but all of them work interchangeable. See, one program might understand their policies, but they might not understand the policy of the other who they coincide with. You understand? See, but all of them are set up to protect you individually. And it's your job to understand each one of them holistically as a whole. That's your job to protect yourself. See, listen, what I have learned, man, is that going through these different changes in the system is that this thing is so convoluted, man, and so complex, man, that, man, it's crazy. It's really, 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 man, it'll weigh you down. It will really, really weigh you down. You got to understand, first of all, to be in housing authority, to make you eligible, you have to be poor. Being poor is part of a condition of many different things: drinking, drugging, jail, anything negative and declining in the system. See, yeah, you look down on it in the system, but as you have breath in your body, when you try to come up, like when you're living sober, when you try to go to programs and change your life, when you do this is what this these opportunities are set up for, to protect you. See, so when you supersede all those other things, all the different negatives, it's your job to find out how to protect yourself. And that's why I'm coming here today. You got to understand, when somebody strikes out against you, it's not personally towards you. It's towards anybody in that condition. See, you become separate when you're different from the condition. See, it's not discriminatory. It's not discriminatory. No. I mean, the way people are set up, they don't comply with the law, or the way the people who work within administration, they don't comply with the law. They just strike out everybody because you're in that category. The point I'm trying to make is that when you have a complaint to file, against your rights being violated, 9 times out of 10, if you're in that situation, you don't have money to pay for an attorney to protect yourself in the first place. That's number one. The second thing is that they have programs to help you because you don't have money to pay an attorney to protect you. It's called legal assistance and things like that. Okay, let's understand a few things. Legal assistance. First of all, in your urban parts of the city, where do these people live who work for legal assistance? You understand? Think about that. Where do they live? See, 9 times out of 10, they live in prestigious areas of the city, suburban areas of the city, things like that, right? So when you're filing your complaint, who are you filing your complaint against? People who live in these prestigious communities, most likely. The legal assistance program is set up to protect you against other poor people just like you, not the people with the real estate. Say why you say it took me a long time to figure that out. And I'm finna tell you how I figured out. See, not only that, you got to also understand that when you file the complaint, you might be maybe 10 out of 100. Let's just say 10 out of 100. 8 out of the 10 is not going to even pursue it. After they go so far, they're not going to pursue it. It might be 1 or 2 that continuously pursue it. Why? Because of the just things I just told you. You get deterred and get discouraged by so many different things. By the people who's supposed to help you, they push you in so many different directions. You get so confused and they start telling you you ain't got a leg to stand on, even though your rights have been clearly violated. What I have understood is this, and my contention is with this reputable real estate company. I'm not going to call it name. I can, because there's no defamation of character, because I can prove everything that I say, whether it's by email, text messages, phone call, voice messages, affidavits, documents, everything. So anything I say, I can prove it. So I can call it that, but I'm just don't, just for the respect of the game. But what I have understood is this, man, is that these people set up, they're part of what they call a hedge fund. Yeah. Cryptocurrency, man. See? Yeah. These people own, man, about 30 buildings in one community or more. Yes. Who you think invests into these properties? Who you think invests into the real estate? See? The people that's supposed to be representing you. So if they part of a hedge fund, which is a hedge fund, by the way, it's a pool of investors who come together on an investment to increase their dividends. See? Yes. So once again, where do you think these people live? Prestigious areas, prominent areas of the city. Exactly. So the reason I come up with that is that when I'm talking to different people in these different organizations, they try to send you the other way. They try to send you at the people who trying to help you. And they want to represent you, telling you that this is what happened, so we're going to attack these people, which they didn't. Why would I strike out against the people who helping me? That didn't make sense. It's absurd. See? But see, for me to understand it, I had to read all the contracts. So like we're in Chicago. Let's check it out. Just listen now. I hope y'all with me this far. Chicago, we got the Chicago City Ordinance. Of course, we fall under the Chicago Municipal Code. Everybody in the United States fall under the Urban Housing and Development, Department of Urban Development. We all do. But there's another code. See, it's called Tenant Addendum. And there's a couple of clauses in there that protect you for everything. And like I told you now, once again, all of these work interchangeable, right? They all coincide with one another, right? But there's one that supersedes everything, just in case we run into whatever, just in case we got a miscommunication about what this language of the law is. It's always something to protect you. But you know how many papers you have to shuffle through to find out what it is to read and saying this and that, whatever. And it also states that you have a right as a tenant to use this clause to protect you. Yeah, it says it. The language of the law. See, listen, man. This is sad, man. Like I told you, man. The powers but not authority. Some of the things that some of these people do for whatever reason, man, homosexuality and all kind of stuff. But that's going to be another video, because I got a lot of writing to do too. Because like I said, I'm just not getting everything organized. And I said I want to share some things with you guys, man. But when people start texting you and emailing you on Sunday nights and saying things that just don't make any sense, man. And then I got an active case, like I told y'all before, Chicago City Human Relations. City of Chicago Human Relations. I haven't heard. It's still active. But you got to understand, when you start scratching the surface of different things, man, when all this strange, unusual stuff, because they want it to go away, they playing the time game. And in the process of playing the time game, they trying to entrap you into anything. You know, you in the stores, they holding you up at the cash registers, running film back and hoping they see you put something in your pocket, putting little girls around you and all kind of just crazy stuff, man. You understand? So they have to create something, because nothing else is working, and we can't make any of this go away. See, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Once you become muddy along the way and you see the pattern, it's too much to cover up. The only way we can make this go away, we have to entrap this man into something. Because other than that, we got to play the stall game for long as we can. And that is so sad, ain't it, man? That is so sad. People of power who's supposed to be upstanding, sanctimonious type people, supposed to be so righteous, this and that and another, ain't never did nothing in their life, go to church and try to judge everybody else and this and that and another. But it comes to the point that you're not even respecting the laws of the United States of America. You're not even respecting the Constitution. Right. But you're looking for bad in other people to cover up all the wrong that you are actually doing and what you've been doing all the time. You just didn't think that everything was wrong with it. It's becoming vivid now and clear that you was the one that was wrong and dirty all the time when you was judging other people. Just like I told you before, I'm coming back in a minute. This is number one.